Welcome everyone. In this video, we are going to look at how to use Nmap in order to scan the web applications or your network or any port numbers in that network. So in my particular example, in today's video, I'm going to use this setup. I do have my Kali Linux VM as well as my Parrot OS VM. So inside the Parrot OS, I have installed the OSAP Juice Shop vulnerable web application. So if you want to know how to install that one, just go ahead and check that video on top of the screen right now. So I have done complete video how to install this on the Docker inside the Parrot OS. So today my web application server is Parrot OS and I'm going to use the Nmap inside the Kali Linux. So we'll move to the Kali Linux, but before that I would like to show you which type of scan today we are going to look at. First thing, it's normal scan and the ping scan, OS enumeration, and scan the service version using Nmap, as well as TCP scans, Stealthy scans, all flag scan, and the one of the most valuable scan, which is called Nmap script and scan, as well as the Decoy scan. So let's get started. We'll move to the Kali VM and see how we can go with the Nmap. So first scan, it is normal scan. So you can simply type Nmap and the IP address of your PC. In my case, the web application server is this IP. So simply I can copy that and go to the Kali VM and paste it over there and hit enter. See, it's instantly give up what is the host status, which port are opening, like little bit details, which we can see, which is really helpful. If you want to note it down, you can take a notepad or any note-taking application and you can note down when you are doing the network scan like this. So we'll move to the second scan. This is ping scan. This is basically used for check the how many hosts is live or how many hosts up in your network. So in this example, I don't have a network, but still we can scan our web application. So I copy the command and paste the clipboard and press enter. You can see host is up. This is the latency, pretty much same details except the port numbers over here. So you can use this command same to scan the entire network by giving the network address over here. So yeah, that's how you can use this. We'll clear my screen and we'll move to the third one. Third one is OS enumeration, which is through this scan we can identify the remote host details. So especially OS version. So in our case, it is Linux OS, which is Parrot OS. We'll see how accurate the Nmap details. So I just simply copy and paste my command, press enter. Oh, see, it's required root privileges. Oh, that's fine. We are going to run it as sudo. And my password, it is scanning. Okay. So as you can see, it's showing Linux kernel running on there. And this is the OS detail. And one hop, network distance, host is up. This is the port which is open in that application, blah, blah, blah things there. So the special thing is here it's not showing like it's with the Parrot OS. It's just saying this is Linux kernel and it's with this version. So that's how it's detecting the OS. And as you can see, MAC address is there. I'm running this on top of the Oracle VirtualBox. That data is also there. So pretty much straightforward step. So again, I'm going to clear my screen and we'll move to the next one. This is service version scanning. You can check which service is running on that specific web application, and after that you can find through this scan what sort of versions running on there. For example, if you're scanning a web server and it's running on Apache web server and you want to know which Apache version is running on that server, so simply you can do this scan. I'm simply copy this command and paste into my Kali Linux terminal over here and press enter. Oh, wrong command. Should be nmap. There we are. It will take little time to scan my target, and it will try to identify which version is running on top of that. So as you can see, we got plenty of details, but there's no service version. Actually, I'm running this one on top of the Docker. It couldn't capture which version is it. So, and pretty much details over here. When you're running it on another application, maybe it will show up. Maybe we can run scan me.nmap.org. So now we are running this beyond our network, which is we are scanning the Nmap website using that command. So I don't know whether it will work or not. I'm just giving a try. You guys also can do, because Nmap scan site is available for the public to scan, which is not illegal. You can go ahead and do that. So which is fine. And until it completed, we'll move to the other one. So we do have another two specific scenarios. The first thing is the TCP scan as well as the Stealthy scan. So we'll go ahead and do the TCP scan first, then after that we'll do the Stealthy scan. So check the terminal. Oh, it will take time. I will go ahead and cancel this, clear my terminal. And so in this command, you can use to scan any sort of port numbers. If you know that specific web application running on this type of ports, you can use this application. This command to scan the web application. If you don't know, simply you can use the port name. So in my case, my web application not running on port 80, but still we can do a check. As you can see, the TCP port 80, which is closed, the service is HTTP. The ST means the scan TCP, and P is port number. If you want to do like 2-3 ports, you can simply put a comma and scan 443 like that. So see, that's also disabled, which means that service is not running in there. So let's say if you don't know about the port numbers, but you know the service name, then you can scan the service name as well, HTTP, and press enter. As you can see, HTTP is closed. So it's not running on those services. So maybe we can try FTP. The FTP also closed. This is uses first 1,000 famous port numbers to do the scan. So you can use any name, SMTP or whatever you would like to use. So this is the basic idea of TCP scan, which is used TCP handshake. So the special thing is in this case is, so when you're scanning using this command, it will noticeable to any IDS, IPS systems or the firewall. So we have to be careful when we are doing that, because they will see like, oh, this much of traffic generated from this specific IP and someone trying to scan our network. So for that, so there is another option which is called Stealthy Scan. So this one will be a little bit safer than the normal TCP scan. So I will show you what is the difference these two and what's going on with these two. So we can simply do this scan as well, but it will give you the similar output like the TCP scan. Oh, sorry, my bad. I can simply paste the command and press enter. Oh, again, we need sudo. The HTTP is closed under the port 80. It's using something else. So this is how we can use the stealthy one. So the main difference between these two, the TCP scan is always use TCP three-way handshake. So it will go to the web server and ask, oh, hey, are you open with this port number? And web server, if the web server that port number is open, then that will reply like, hey, yeah, I'm open with this port number. Then again, scanning PC, sending the acknowledgement, hey, let's get start talking, and then it will reset the connection. So that is completely running three-way handshake, and after that it will send the reset. But Stealthy Scan won't run the complete three-way handshake. So it will just send the sync packet and will take the syn-ack packet, and after that it will completely reset the connection. So we can test that. We can visualize this thing using the Wireshark, so which I'm going to do right now. So I will open the Wireshark in another terminal. Do TCP scan to the my web server using port 80. I will use the previous command. Maybe I will use port 300, which is my web server running on that port, and press enter. So yeah, scan has been completed. As you can see, maybe I will try to apply the filter. As you can see over here, uh, this is my source application, source IP, and this is my destination. So I will send it again. So I will reset my connection. Maybe we have to run twice. Yep. And I will try to apply as a filter. Nope. Okay. So I have added the conversation filter over here. This is my source IP. Sorry, this is my source IP, and it is sending the sync packet to the destination. And after that, destination will send the syn-ack to the my source IP. And after that, my source IP again saying, okay, I received your syn-ack and I'm sending my acknowledgement. And then after that, it will reset the connection like this. So this is what's exactly happening when it's come to the stealthy, sorry, not stealthy, when it's come to the TCP scan. So let's look at how the stealthy one works. So I will simply close this one. I don't want to save it. And then again, I'm going to open my Wireshark ETH1, and now I'm going to run Stealthy Scan to my specific port number 3000, and I'm going to do sudo. Oops, I missed the port number. Sorry, P, and remove the 80. Yep, do it again, so then we can take a good stream. In this case, we'll try to see the TCP stream. Okay, as you can see over here, my source is sending to the destination SYN packet, and destination will send the SYN acknowledgement. After that, my source IP, which is 100, send in the reset packet, which means it resetting the connection before send the acknowledgement. That's how it's happened. The stealthy scan, how it's feel like safer. We are not when we are going through the firewall and IDS systems. So in order to complete be complete in the TCP, or in order to establish a connection, there should be a TCP three-way handshake completion. So in this case, there's nothing happen like that, because it will send the reset packet, and after that it will completely disconnect the connection. So that's how the TCP scan and stealthy scan is going to be different. So I will close this one and clear my terminal. We'll move to the other scan. So this scan called all flag scan, which means you can simply scan the host using this command and you will get bunch of details. So again, my command is wrong in map, and we have to wait a little bit until it scans. So this scan is literally taking time. So if you scan the whole network using this command, you're just wasting time, because it's taking a lot of time. So as you can see, we are getting bunch of information like open ports, what is using in the backend, like HTTP, and web application details and other port number details and stuff. So this is that was the air scan, and we're going to do the scripting in this case. So scripting is one of the most valuable scan when it's come to the Nmap scans. So you can use any sort of scripts which is compatible with Nmap. The vuln script is a pre-built script. So the idea is, when you type this command and run it against the web application or web server or any domain name, it will scan the entire web application, and it will try to find out any existing vulnerabilities on that. So then after that, we can get the CVE numbers on top of that. So simply we can do that. I'm just copy the command and paste it over here and hit enter. So now it will scan my web application, any vulnerabilities are exist or not. So this also take little time. So as you can see, we can't see any vulnerable things at the moment. Maybe I'm running it on Docker. Maybe that's why. I'm not sure why. Maybe there's no any vulnerabilities. Catch it to that script. So yeah, that's how you can do that, the vulnerable scan. So let's move to the last one, which is pretty much interesting one. So as you can see, I have mentioned here fake IP and the target IP. So the decoy is, it's kind of hiding our IP address, because like I said earlier, IDS or firewalls can detect if some traffic's coming through abnormally to their network. So in this case, you can add some other IP addresses to confuse them, like your IP also there, but firewall couldn't figure out this exact same device is generating the traffic, because there are some IPs we are adding manually to this scan. So that's the idea. So I'm just going to copy this one, and you can do it like this. So you can add fake IPs like 10, 100, 100, 129. And if you want to add more, 10, 100, 100, 130. And then after that, you can add our real web application server IP. So, and after that, you can do the scan. So when you are doing the scan, the firewall or IDS system will detect like, oh, this IP also generating the traffic, and this one also generating the traffic, and also my original Kali Linux IP address also generating the traffic. So they can't exactly point out this is the device which is generating the traffic through this scan. So simply go ahead and hit enter. It is simple. So I don't have any firewall or IDS system to show this up to you at this moment. So, but you can take the idea. So that's how we can do the Nmap scans using the Nmap tool. I will write all of this down on the description. Then you can simply copy these commands and you can do your own lab practice in your laptop or in your home. So hope you guys learn something from this video. We'll catch up with next one, and stay tuned. Good luck, guys.